Welcome to ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. My name is Mrs. Henry, and I'm Barney. That's right, Barney is my bear, and we're here today to share some songs and some stories with you. That's true, we have some good songs and a funny story as well. I think we need to sing a song to begin with. Is that okay? Yeah. All right, we're going to sing the hello song because we're saying hello since we first are meeting today. Hello, 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 how are you? I'm fine, I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 how are you? I'm fine, I hope that you are too. And if you're feeling fine, clap your hands or your paws. That's a good way to show people you're feeling fine and that you're happy. Here's another way to show you're happy. Yay! Okay, now you can try that outside, but maybe don't do cartwheels in the house. You might get in trouble. Okay, Barney? All right. I think we're ready for our first rhyme today. And Barney told me he was hungry, so he chose these. Let's see what he was thinking about. This is bread and butter. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Can you say it loud? Hello! That was good. That was nice and loud. Let's try the opposite. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Are you ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello, hello. That was very good. Give yourself a round of applause. Now you can do bread and butter with all kinds of opposites. You can say it fast and slow or high and low. It's a really good rhyme to change all around. Now remember, Barney picked these, so the first rhyme he chose today was bread and butter. He's sitting right over here. He's listening, just like I think you are. And then he wanted a story about 3 goats. Okay, I know a story about 3 goats. It's called The 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Now, there once were 3 goats. They were brothers, and their last name was Gruff. So everybody called them the Billy Goats Gruff. And one day, the smallest Billy Goat Gruff, oh, look at how tiny he is. He was very hungry, and he wanted to cross the bridge from his dry, grassy hill to this lush, green hill filled with fresh grass. So he got on the bridge, and he started to cross, and he is very small. So his hooves made a very small sound. It sounded like this: trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. Would you like to try that with me? Let's do it together. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. Very good. And as he was trip-trapping across the bridge, uh-oh, someone came out from under it. He was mean. He was stinky. He was even ugly. It was a troll. It was the troll who lived underneath the bridge. And he came out and he said, "Who's that crossing over my bridge?" And the little Billy Goat Gruff said, "It is I, the little Billy Goat Gruff. I just want to eat the grass." And the troll said, "Well, you can't, because I'm going to eat you up." "Oh, please don't eat me," said the little Billy Goat. "Why don't you eat my brother? He'll be along any time, and he's much bigger than me." "Well, you are kind of puny. Okay, cross a bridge, and I will eat your brother." So the troll went back under the bridge, and the little Billy Goat crossed the bridge. How did it sound? Do you remember? Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. And he crossed the bridge, which fell into the river, and he reached the other side. Let's put our bridge back up. There we go. Now you know what is going to happen. Little Billy Goat told us. His big brother, the middle Billy Goat Gruff, was coming along. He wanted to eat that grass too. You can see he is bigger than that little Billy Goat, and he still crossed the bridge. That's how you have to get to that grass. Now he is bigger, so his hooves made a different sound. It was lower and it was louder. It sounded like this. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. Now can you try that with me? Let's try it again. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. Yeah, I think that was really good. And of course, that noise, he woke up the troll who was waiting for him anyway, and he said, "Who's that crossing over my bridge?" "Well, it is just I, the middle billy goat Gruff. I want to eat the grass." "Oh, yeah? Well, guess what? I want to eat you, and I'm gonna eat you." "Oh, well, you could eat me," said the middle billy goat Gruff. "But you know what? I have a really big brother. He's huge. You should wait and eat him." "Well, I'm getting pretty hungry, so maybe I better wait till a bigger goat comes along. All right, go ahead, cross the bridge." So he crossed the bridge. How did it sound? You remember? Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. He crossed the bridge carefully, and he got to the other side, and he began to eat the grass. Now, they were very truthful goats. They knew their big brother would be coming along. And sure enough, here he was. Look at how big he is, and he has big horns too. And so when he wanted to cross the bridge, because he was very big and heavy, it sounded low and loud. Are you ready to make a low, loud trip trap? Let's try it. Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. Well, of course, that woke up that mean, ugly, stinky troll. And he said, "Well, who's that crossing over my bridge?" And the biggest billy goat Gruff said, "It is I, the big billy goat Gruff. Oh, I've been waiting for you," he said. "I'm going to eat you up." And the big billy goat said, "You know what? You're welcome to try." And the big billy goat stood at one end of the bridge. The troll stood at the other end of the bridge. They rushed forward. There was a tremendous crash. They grappled and they wrestled, and finally the big billy goat flipped the troll down into the water with a great big splash. And the big billy goat crossed the bridge. How did it sound? Trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap. And he and his brothers enjoyed that delicious, fresh grass. And what did the troll get? Well, he didn't get anything to eat, but he did get something he kind of needed, a bath. And that story is called The Three Billy Goats Gruff. It is a story from Scandinavia. So it's a story people have told for many, many years. And we all like to say, trip, trap, trip, trap together when we tell that story. I like stories where we can all join in, don't you? Wait, Barney, I'm sorry. Barney just said something. Were you saying that you like to tell stories? I do, but there wasn't anything really delicious in that story, Mrs. Henry. Well, that's true. I mean, unless you're a troll who likes goats or a goat who likes grass, I want a story about something delicious. Yeah, he said he was hungry. Okay, I think I've got what you need. Yeah. All right, he's going to sit down here again and listen. And what do we have here? This is something I use sometimes in the morning when I'm making my breakfast or when I'm making Barney's breakfast. It is a big frying pan. Yes, you can cook eggs in there or vegetables for a stir fry, but you know what is sizzling in my pan this morning? Pancakes. Barney loves pancakes, especially with honey. Now, how many am I making today? Let's take a look. Help me count here. 1, 2, that's right, 3, and 4. 4 little pancakes. Oh, can you hear that? They're sizzling in the pan. Oh, they smell so good. I think we're almost ready, but I'm afraid something might happen. Now, remember how many pancakes we had? We had 4. Can you show me 4 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you make them sizzle? Sizzle like pancakes. 4 little pancakes sizzling in the pan. One jumped out. It said, "Catch me if you can." Then it rolled and it rolled all around my kitchen floor. And when I looked up, it rolled out the door. It was gone. It's completely gone. It's out the door. That's okay, though. Don't worry, Barney. I still have some pancakes left. Let's count them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Can you show me 3? Can you make your 3 fingers sizzle with me? 3 little pancakes sizzling in the pan. One jumped out. It said, "Catch me if you can." Then it rolled and it rolled all around the kitchen floor. When I looked up, it rolled out the door. It's gone. Really gone. I only have a few left. Can we count and see how many? I'll bet you already figured this out, but let's count it anyway. 1, 2 pancakes. You can show 2 fingers like this. Can you make them sizzle? 2 little pancakes sizzling in the pan. One jumped out. It said, "Catch me if you can." And what did it do? It rolled and it rolled all around the kitchen floor. And when I looked up, it rolled out the door. What are we going to do now? We only have 1 left. I hope that one stays in the pan. Can you show me 1 finger? Let's see if this sizzling pancake will stay in the pan. Can you guess what's going to happen? You might be right. Let's see. 1 little pancake sizzling in the pan. You were right. It jumped out. It said, "Catch me if you can." Then it rolled and it rolled all around the kitchen floor. And when I looked up, it rolled out the door. So how many pancakes do we have now? That's right. 0 or none. There are no pancakes in my pan. But they sure didn't want to be eaten, did they? What are we going to do, Barney? Well, I think we could have some cereal. That's a good idea. I hope the cereal doesn't roll around my kitchen floor. Me too, because I'm getting hungry. All right, why don't we finish with a song that you can sing anytime, and I like to use a little rhythm with it. That's when you have a little bit of a beat. You can do it with sticks. Sometimes you can clap your hands. You can march your feet. And you know what? If you want to try it with sticks, but you don't have any sticks, what else could you use? You could use pencils, or you could use wooden spoons from your kitchen. So if you want to pause this and go get something that you can use to keep the beat, go ahead. But remember, what can you always use to keep the beat? Your hands. And this is a song that has something Barney really likes. Gumdrops. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave a few for me. Should we try it one more time? Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave a few for me. I like gumdrops too. Everybody likes to share. That's very important, and I think that kookaburra, a bird from Australia, will be sharing too. What do you think, Barney? I like to share too. I like to share honey and gumdrops and even songs. Should we share our goodbye song now? I guess so. It's been really fun, but I guess it's time to finish. All right, let's wave goodbye to our friends. Until next time. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. To all our friends at Storytime, we wave goodbye like this. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next time at ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.